Hey everyone, Chill Kicks here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Under Armour Embiid 1s. Take a look at the sticker here. Got size men's 12, women's 13.5. MSRP of $120. And this colorway is the Mechanic Blue, Black, and Pitch Gray colorway. Let's get these guys out of the box and take a look. Nice Joel Embiid logo on the paper here. And here we go. Alright, so here we have the shoes out of the box. It's a pretty interesting colorway for me. That Mechanic Blue has a real inky kind of color to it. And woven in there, deeper down in the mesh, and a few accent bits, there's this kind of pinky orange color that reminds me of a Nike Hyper Punch. It's a pretty good looking shoe for a shoe to play basketball in. It's not like a classic Jordan that everyone's going to be staring at or anything, but it's a good looking shoe, and I think it has a lot of nice performance features. So let's get into the shoe itself. These were designed by Reggie Wilson, who's been with Under Armour since 2016 and has designed some hover models, and this was his most recent project where he spent quite a bit of time with Joel getting to know him and what he likes in a shoe to make sure that it would look and perform as good as it could for him and players of all positions and sizes. So that's pretty unique. They're not going after just big men here. These are meant for any position on the court. So here we'll take a look at the outsole. It's a very thick rubber, relatively tacky, but I think it will hold up pretty well outside. It's a unique storytelling outsole. So here you'll notice the shape of Africa. As many of you know, Joel was born in Cameroon and didn't even start playing basketball until about 11 years ago, which is just wild. If we kind of zoom in here, you'll get a look, and there's some towns in there, and the inner orangey pink, it's actually coming out a little bit more orange than it really is in camera. It's got a little bit more of a pinky color to it. Backwards it says Yaoundé. I could have completely murdered that, not 100% sure how it's pronounced, which is where he was born. And then Johannesburg up here, Montverde there, and if we go to the forefoot here, it's a stylized United States, and we've got Kansas here, and obviously Philadelphia for where he's playing right now. And I think that's pretty awesome, as well as looking like it's going to provide some pretty good traction on all different kinds of surfaces. As we move up to the midsole, we've got a pretty interesting combination of a micro G, which makes up a majority of the midsole, and then in the back there's a puck kind of right underneath here where you land of hover, which provides extra impact protection back there, and the micro G provides some really good responsiveness while still providing some solid cushion. From there we have this nice TPU wing, which is pretty interesting as it provides really good lateral support. With someone as big as Joel at over 7 feet and 280 pounds, he's going to be putting a lot of pressure on his shoes, and that really lets him do those Euro steps and those kind of cuts with confidence. Back here we've got a bit of a kind of a fuse type material, polyurethane, that's kind of stiff, and I think that provides some extra lateral support. It's got a bit of an internal heel counter, but it's nothing super crazy, but it definitely helps out. On the back here, I can't say I know what the bird represents. I did some research, I tried to figure it out. It looks like a crow, but I do not know. So if anyone out there knows, it's unique to this colorway, please drop it in the comments and let us know exactly what that represents there. I dig it, I just don't know what it means. The upper, as we saw earlier, is predominantly mesh with those PU other overlays, also known as fuse in Nike speak. Here we have, this is a softer material wing. The outside is like a TPU, where this is almost like a thinner, almost like a coated fabric, but you don't need nearly as much support going this way, so it makes sense. On the tongue here, as we look down, we've got Joel Embiid's new logo with the J and the E, like a lowercase e right there. Looks pretty good. It's a relatively wide shoe, but it looks like it would fit most foot types there. The insole has the Africa outline on it again. Pretty cool. It is glued in there, which is interesting. Just feels like a normal foam insole, but you really would have to rip it out, and I'm not going to do that to get it out of there. You probably could without doing too much damage, but just I'm not going to do it today. So let's take a look at the other shoe here, see if I missed anything. The Under Armour in the heel is actually kind of like a plastic. It's not the same material as this, which is interesting. It's got a glossy finish to it, which is kind of cool. And this wing here has a kind of like a mapping pattern around there. One interesting thing, and I'm going to have to unlace the shoes to show you, is from what I read, there is the names of some of his family members on the inside of this wing. So give me a second, let me get the laces out of there and we'll check it out. So it's a pretty unique lacing system they've got going on here, where it goes in through the upper on both sides and then comes out through the wings here. As I was saying, it does have the name of some of his family members in here. It says Lawrence, Arthur, Christine, and Thomas. Pretty cool. So they go with him everywhere when he's out there on the court, supporting him, if you will, with this support wing. It's pretty cool now that I think about it. Alright, thanks for checking these out with me. They are pretty unique looking, pretty cool. I really do like them, and I can't wait to play a little bit in them. I'm no Joel Embiid, but I think I'm going to enjoy playing in them. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you on the next one. Chill Kicks out.